do you have this BJJ problem? Look, are you really sore after training? Like every time you train, you're sore. Dealing with soreness after BJJ training, I think, is probably one of the top problems you encounter as a BJJ person. Joey, you've been experiencing a bit of this lately.
Bro, I have
Please tell us.
10 years, bro.
It's not recent. It's all the
10
time.
years recently. No, look, jiu-jitsu is inherently painful.
Yes.
I'm just adjusting my mic.
Yeah. Turns down a little bit.
You want me to bring yours down a little bit? How's that?
Sure. That's nice. Okay.
We're coming to you live from Home Depot / Bunnings today, guys. It's inherently painful, and it didn't really occur to me until I've had friends who've practiced other martial arts. T said it the most. A friend of ours.
Yes. Tiora.
Trained a lot of Thai boxing.
Yes.
Trained a lot of MMA and jiu-jitsu as well.
He's a tough human.
Yeah, he's one of the most nightmarish white belts you'll ever come across. But he's like, bro, I am sore in the most unique way after training jits that sparring and doesn't do to me. And I was like, yeah, I think you're right. There's like a torque in the joints and just the crushing kind of little niggles that you get are so unique to jits that, I mean, I didn't notice it throughout my whole 20s.
Sure.
Right. And I think that's fair to say. You're blind to it.
Maybe. I think you notice it, but you shrug it off.
Yeah, you push through for sure. Like, yeah, you do notice it, right? Because you have. I can think back to plenty of times then when it's like sleepless nights because you're waking up sore. Or,
can't turn over.
Yeah, whatever. You can't train properly for a few weeks because you've busted up. But yeah, I trained on Monday night, so I went back to Vantage.
Yep.
With our boy, my coach, Adam Childs.
Yes, sir.
The man that gave me my black belt. It was so good. It's been ages since I've been there, so it was great to see. It was great to like connect with everyone at the gym again.
He had to make you remember why you should be there.
Dude, always. Like, Ad's like, welcome back. Let's roll. And
you didn't even warm up. He just slapped hands with you and just like jumped on.
It's like the beginner's class. He's like, all right, guys, we're just going to do 60 minutes of rounds. Hey, new girl, just jump in. You'll be fine. No. Actually, he got me to teach a technique, which was fun.
That's nice.
I taught some back attack shit. But anyways, when you roll with it, you're like, oh, man, he brings it, right?
He does.
And he's got that hard style jiu-jitsu, right? Like he's a tough jiu-jitsu player. That's what it is. And amazing technician.
Yes.
And so I came out and I literally did one round. We did a bit of positional stuff from the back, which was kind of taxing, but cool. I did one round and I made a critical error. I myself up on this. So yeah. So let me just clarify what happened. He had me in a gillet. He had like front snap down. I don't know how we got there, but I'm on my knees, turtled. He's got a front headlock.
Yep.
He's got the arm under for a choke setup, right?
Oof.
And I'm there. I'm like, yeah, he's got the choke. And I'm like, I'm sitting out hard on this motherfucker. I'm going full athletic mode.
Yes.
Now, I know, and you may not, but you don't sit out to the side of the choke.
Choke side.
You sit out to the other side.
Yes.
Right? But for some reason, in my mind, I'm like, I can't go to the other side. I think it's because of my knee.
Okay. Yeah.
I think whatever it is, I just don't feel confident to go that way.
Commit.
So I'm like, I'm just sitting out on the choke side. And I just went bang and sat out on the choke side. Now my body sat out, but my head stayed in the choke.
Oh no!
And I folded myself in half with a blade of a forearm across my throat. Oh. You can hear it in my voice a little bit today.
Yeah, you're the husky.
And then we're there for a second, and I tapped, and it wasn't until I left training I'm like, I've got tonsillitis. Oh my god, I got such a bad throat infection. And I'm like, no, it's just because my throat got crushed. And then I was trying to talk to Misa later because I didn't have to talk to anyone.
Yeah.
Ate some food, went home. I couldn't talk properly. I'm like, oh, my voice box.
Yeah.
Like I up my throat bad. Anyway, so that's kind of a bit separate from this. But what I noticed was that like that night I was like, man, my body's beat up.
Yep.
I'm sore. And I'm like, I used to train like that all the time.
Yes.
And I remembered being sore all the time.
Yes.
And I don't do that anymore. I just do it sometimes. And I'm like, man, it's interesting being able to reflect on that now at my stage where I'm like, I just used to do that all the time and whatever, it worked out for me, right?
Sure.
But there's so many people where just that damage, that poor harder mentality compounds week after week, year after year to the point where you're like, my body cannot do this anymore.
You can't move. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's where I really think there's a problem because the poor harder mentality is essential.
Yes.
but it can't be all the time.
Well, no, I think there is a value in going hard in training. I don't think that is necessarily the pour harder. I like everyday pour harder is the problem. I think having intense sessions is not a problem. Having a session where you feel beat up and you're like, wow, that was like a fight. Doing that once a week, I think that's okay. Doing it every day is not.